Hello! Welcome to Bad at Board Games.
Well, he's annoying. I mean, he's bad at board games.
My name's Brad Lake.
And I'm Toph Ferguson.
We're bad at board games, so you don't have to be.
I thought you were going to say like Toph.
And so you don't have to be like Toph either.
That's how it normally goes, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So, friends, welcome back. And if you are...
They're not your friends.
Well, apparently I'm not your friend either because you've replaced me. Friends, welcome back. And if you are new to the channel, if you've not watched the two of us, get ready for some chaos probably because Brad likes to annoy me. But
Sometimes.
we are glad that you guys are here. I'm glad you guys are here. Maybe not so much that he's here, but I'm glad you guys are here.
We are going to go over our 30 to 21. These are the good ones. We're getting close. We're getting close to the best ones. But this is like leading up. You're like, why is that 30 and 31? You know, like, because we have better ones than these.
We are in the top third of our top 100 games of all times. They're all best games.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. And Toph, you're going to kick it off.
I am. I am curious to see how much of our lists overlap at this point forward. I am, which means this next game is a game that Brad loves.
Loves. Lies.
Yes. And I forgot to bring this game from home because technical difficulties.
We're going to fight. Just kidding.
It actually kind of is a fight.
Is it?
Yes. So my number 30 game of...
Did you know 70% of you aren't subscribed? Hit that subscribe button. We do fun board game stuff here.
Of all times, Through the Ages, A New Story of Civilization.
I hate this game. This is I would burn all these should just get burnt.
Such a good game.
Such a horrible.
A good
Worse than
card. What?
Worse than Terraforming Mars.
What? So therefore, we have a chance of playing Terraforming Mars.
Over this? Yes. God, I hate this game. I hate this game.
I confirm. He hates this game.
It's so boring. It's such a slog. It is.
Was this your first Civilization game?
Yes. I like Mosaic, but I hate Through the Ages.
Yeah. Wow. The first. No wonder. So, yeah. So Through the Ages, if you're not familiar with it, I've not played the original Through the Ages, only the new Story of Civilization. Card-driven civilization game, and it's heavier weight. It takes a long time to play because you actually are building these civilizations.
That's the problem with it. It's too long.
Yeah, it's fun. I do. It is fun. You know, you've got a little tableau, you've got a few cubes, and other than that, it's pretty much just cards.
It's I appreciate it, the mechanism, but he thinks, oh, it only took us a couple hours. No, it took us like 8.
It took us the day.
We quit.
Yeah.
I quit.
Well,
we got to a certain point and I'm like, I'm not finishing the third age.
Yeah, and also if you have never played it, the rules do say
just play the first 2 ages.
Just play, yeah. Cut out some of the game. And we should have done that. We did not do that. So that also the fact that you've never played a Civilization game before that's not the game you want to play if you've never played a Civilization game. Play anything Civilization before that, because that will help you out a little bit with it. But yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. It's not a game I want to play all the time, but man alive, I want to play it, and I know I will not ask you to play it. I wouldn't.
I bought it because I was like, oh, this is in top 10 BGG, and I gave it to him.
And I benefited from that. So if you want to play, let me know.
If you look at any of the lists where I'm talking about the 10 worst games, that one's always like number 1. My most hated game.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I like it.
Okay, my number 30. Where is it?
Through the Ages, A New Story of Civilization.
No.
Oh.
Great game, horrible name. The Guild of the Merchant Explorers.
That's wrong.
The Guild of something and something, just the Guild or the Merchants or the Merchants or the Guild.
The Guild of Merchant Explorers.
That. It's from AEG. It's the worst name ever. It makes you not want to play the game, but I wanted to try it out. This came out at the same time as Wormholes. I like AEG games, typically. And got this, and you were amazingly surprised. It was on his list. Go check out the video before this.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like this game. I really like this solo. It's just basically like how many points can you get, but it plays solo the same as it does when you're playing other people. And that's what I like about solo games. This is a fun game. This is a fun, how far can I travel on my map? Can I go get all the points that are out there on the map? Which directions can I go? What card's going to get flipped that's going to let me put my cubes on mountains or, water or sand or grasslands. I can't remember if grass is in there, but there's different areas on the map, and you're trying to traverse out, building villages, and then being able to traverse from those villages out further every time. And it kind of resets. It doesn't kind of. It resets every round. And at first you're like, what? But yeah, it's a great game, and all the different maps make it plays differently because of the maps that you have, even though you're playing the same mechanic. So The Guild of Merchant Explorers, great game. Highly recommend it if you haven't tried it.
He got it right the last time. That might be the only time.
Might be intentional.
Such a good game. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you bought it so I could play it.
It's good. What is that? My number 30?
That was your 30.
Number 30. Done.
My number 29 is a game that Brad has not yet played with me, even though he promised me he would.
Probably garbage.
This game has fallen on my list, and that makes me sad.
More games.
So you need to play. Wait, that's exactly what it is. More fantastic games that have come out.
More games.
So this is a game that Brad is afraid of because it can take a little bit of time to play.
Not garbage. I give it a hard time.
Yeah. I think he would like it. I do. I think you will not like it anywhere near as Cthulhu Death May Die as what you like with that, because it's a very different game, even though it's the same
universe.
Yeah, universe. So Arkham Horror, specifically Arkham Horror Second Edition. I love this game. I'm sorry, I'm going through nostalgia. I haven't played this game in a while. So Arkham Horror came out a long time ago. Second Edition came out. This one was supposed to help with some of the fiddliness. Then they came out with the card game. Then they came out with the third edition, which is like almost abstract. I don't know why that one came out where it is. But second edition, Arkham Horror, you've heard me talk about it if you've watched our videos for a while. It is a game I've loved for ages. I mean, probably every bit of 10 plus years.
And maybe. You like it solo.
I do like it solo. I really love it. It does take the gaming group, the right gaming group, as most games do, especially when you're going into a game like this. It's going to take a lot of time. You're going to have some luck. You're going to have to navigate a board and kill some things and take some high stress in doing so. It's just a lot of fun to kind of travel around the board and battle the big bad things. I'd say demons, but that's only one of the type of things that you're fighting. Cultists and monsters and all kinds of fun stuff. So investigators on a map, you go insane, you go to other areas and portals. You've got portals opening, you got to close them, you got to seal them to win. And if you don't do it in time, which could be like 8 or 10 hours, eventually the Elder God's going to come out and you got to fight the Elder God as well. It is not easy. It is not easy at all. But man, it's storytelling. I think that's where they did it right in the living card game, is the storytelling aspect. And with this game, being more of a board, you still have that because you still have cards come out. You're going to read the cards. You're going to make decisions and probably make some mistakes along the way, but that's okay because that's all the fun of Lovecraftian horror. So I cannot speak to Arkham Horror First Edition. I have not played third edition. I kind of want to, just to say I have, but I'm not as interested in that. I think they did it right with the living card game to make it more accessible to people, because this one's hard to find and a lot of people hate it because of the time commitment it takes to be able to play through it. It's fiddly.
Not many games you're gonna sit down and play for 8 hours.
And this one you don't
Ages,
always.
No, Twilight Imperium, there's the gamers that want to do that are.
This takes...
Even within gamers are few.
It's a cult. Yeah, there's a cult following when it comes to games like this, and I can understand why some people don't like it. But when you find a group of people that all like it together and you appreciate Lovecraftian horror enough to maybe not read the books, but to understand that going insane is a part of it and just kind of the horrors that come out as you go, and it just makes it fun. Even through all the fiddliness of the setup of this game and stuff, it's still a lot of fun. So Arkham Horror Second Edition, absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to look at it and remember while you talk.
Alrighty, so the game that I like is better than the game Toph likes. If I can find it.
I am building a wall.
Not this game. the game he just talked about. So Through the Ages is garbage. Mosaic is amazing.
No,
And
opposite, actually.
Does not take
Opposite.
near as long. Our gaming group and you like this game.
I like this. It did not make my top 100 games.
But he also hasn't played it as much as the rest of us.
I have not.
I like this game a lot. I like how it plays and I don't know, getting all your tiles out for, area majority in the different sections and how you score and the different ways that you can upgrade your cards and go for technologies or this or that. And the starting card that you get that kind of leans you one way or the other. Are you going to go for food or, some other things like that? I really enjoy this. I was glad I really enjoyed this. I loved the big giant deluxe thing that they had at Gen Con probably 3 years ago. And then they finally came out with the Kickstarter from that after they kind of refined it. And I just didn't want to pay $200 and some for it, right? And then I kept wanting, then I kind of found out it was more Civ game. And then then not sure I like Civ games and do I want it. But then this was $50, I think, or it might have even been a little bit cheaper on sale. I'm like, I want to play this game. I've heard good things about it. Doesn't take as long, and I want to play this game. So this was worth it without having to, bring out everything. And if I played this a lot, I would want the deluxe. I like it that much. But I don't need to spend that much money. I'd rather have like 5 games versus 1. Castles of Burgundy is the opposite. I bring that out a lot. A lot more plays. But this is a really good game. I can recommend it, especially if you not sure you like Civ games, for the price and the time commitment that you can put into this. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, I kind of forgot.
So, did I say the number? So Mosaic is my number 29.
Yeah. I was a little nervous because of the
Civ game.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the right word to describe how much you hated that game because it's Through the Ages, the experience we had. And I've played some other Civ games, Sid Meier Civ, A New Dawn. I've got a handful of other games, even card-driven games. So I was a little nervous, but this one was a good one for you. So
You're not starting from scratch.
No, honestly, this feels more board gamey than Civilization. And there's a lot of Civ in it, but it feels more board gamey. So it's, I don't know. I kind of thought of it as Civ Light.
Yeah, which may be why I like it. But
yeah,
but it gives you that feel, and you enjoy it as it goes.
That was a good birthday gift. Awesome. Number 28.
28. I have a good 28.
Here we go. Oh, me too. And you actually like this one. So number 28 is
garbage. Oh, wait a minute. That's mine.
Yeah, I was saying you own this one. So yeah, call it garbage if you want to, but you own it. So Clank is just fun. It's deck building meets with low stakes Goonie adventure. We are the Goonies.
Don't wake up the dragon. The dragon's got his track, and she's gonna eat you if you don't get out in time. I mean,
there's a lot of picking on each other as you're like, oh, you can't go that way, you can't get there.
You don't have the key. You can't get through the door.
Can't get through the door. Or you're going for something really good, and somebody gets there before you to get the treasure or to get the items. So yeah, it's just fun. I don't think of this as a dungeon crawl. I don't think of this as a lot of things. It's just a deck builder with a Goonies feel.
Yeah, it's a fun, quirky, good, but it's still a game.
Oh, it's very much a game.
There's enough of a game here that in the open market,
yeah,
a lot of things. And then I didn't get Catacombs because it seemed like the only thing difference was really the unknown map. But people are really saying Catacombs is more fun because you don't know what the map's going to be. It changes every time, and that gives you a lot more replayability in the game. And after hearing people talk about it, and even people commenting on it, because I talked about the hunger.
Yeah.
There's that. That makes more sense. I could see why I would like Catacombs now versus this, but I just haven't done it yet.
Yeah, I like both. The Hunger's a great game.
Yeah.
Richard Garfield, fantastic
I
game.
kind of lump them both into the same slot.
Yeah, and we've done a review and a comparison of them, playthroughs of them. I prefer this a little bit more to The Hunger. I don't fully know all the reasons why The Hunger has a little bit more to it. This is a little bit more clearly a deck builder, which The Hunger is too, but you've got a few other things you're going. I guess it's the same. You're going for exploring the graveyards or going to the market and buying the cards. Either way, it's the same idea.
They're 80-90% similar, but different enough that they feel unique.
Yeah. But this one I feel like we're a bunch of adventurers, actually, like kind of like a party. Like it's not a party game, but it's kind of like a fun little party. So Clank is fun. If you've not played it, take a look. It's been around for a while. There are like Clank in Space and different things going out.
Clank
the Legacy. Yeah. But I've not played those. This one, it's fun. I still enjoy it. So that is Clank. That is my let's try that again.
December.
My number 28.
28. My number 28 is Toph. And I've started playing this on BGA to play it more because I like it a lot and I'm not the greatest at it. But it's by one of my favorite designers. Maybe my favorite. We're probably gonna have to talk. It won't be a top 10 favorite designers. I mean, we'll just have to talk about our favorite designers. But this is definitely Alexander Pfister. Could be my favorite, if not second favorite.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
Wow.
He's right there. But he also makes, my number one favorite game of the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Prior to this one. We haven't gotten there yet. But Alexander Pfister, Maracaibo, number 28. I really like this game. I really enjoy it. And he was able to chain a bunch of cards together in a way that I just still can't. And I'm playing online. I'm like, I'm not seeing what he saw. Like, Toph was way behind Derek and I, like 50 points, I feel.
Yeah, I was.
And even with the multipliers, like, I don't know what he did with the cards and how he got all these cards out, but man, he just came screaming past us and beat us handedly, not like by 100 points, but it wasn't, he just beat us by one. He came back from minus, being down 50 to like, going like, bye. As his little disc raced around us at the end.
And it's funny because Derek had played this. You and I had not.
Right.
I had just bought it, and I was so excited for it because we love Alexander Pfister games. We love the style of gaming, but this is that sweet spot singing for me when it comes to complexity versus mechanics and building out.
And some tactical play.
Tactical play. I hate to say engine building, but really,
you were able to chain the things together, though.
Getting to be able to and seeing ahead far enough, I think that had helped too, because I did notice. I mean, Derek was the first to kind of scream up, and then you were right there with him, and I just wasn't going anywhere, and I was okay with that because I knew what I had coming down the line, and I was afraid you didn't like it. I'm so happy it's on your list. I'm glad you've been playing it online. You're gonna destroy me probably now when we play because you've played it more than I have.
I've still. Like, that game we played is still my highest. I don't know, I got 123 with you, and now I'm like 121. I'm trying different things.
Well, that's the beauty of it is these games, you can do so many things.
Yep.
That's why I love Great Western Trail. I see so many different ways of being able to do things, and who cares if I lose? Let's try it. Let's have some fun with it. And Maracaibo was just... It's such a good game.
It is a really good game. Haven't played the expansion, but the base game, I really, really, really enjoy it, and I'm just going to continue to make my online game group hammer through it over and over and over and over. It's under beta, so for those that may or may not have access to beta games on BGA, but eventually it'll hit.
We need to play it. We need to play the physical copy. Yeah,
absolutely. I think I really like it.
I might be willing to try a BGA game. Maybe not open market with you all yet. Those of you who I've played with, I'm sorry, I'm not good at it. But maybe if you and I, maybe because I like the game so much, maybe if we play a game together, eventually I might say, hey, let's open it up to other people too. So
there you go. So Maracaibo, my number 28.
No joke. I am excited that is on your list. Because I really didn't think it was...
Oh, I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it, but we enjoy a lot of games, and they're not on our top 100.
That's true.
So I didn't think it would be on your top 100.
No, I really like the game.
But you've replaced me with online board gaming, so it's okay. So let's go on to number 27. This is a game that I am fairly good at, and it's 2-player. I don't win all the time. We're pretty well matched. I don't know. I haven't looked at stats to see. Maybe I suck. Maybe I've lost all of them. 2-player
that's not the one I was thinking he was
Mandala. I don't know which one you were thinking. Oh, I think I know what you're thinking. We're not going to talk about it yet. We will. But Mandala, 2-player. One of y'all recommended this to us
Another one of
again.
Best at Star Trek. So you want to hear the story about this though, which is funny?
You messed up and thought you got the wrong one or something.
So Best at Star Trek is for the rest of you. Just sit around and listen to the story. So one of our subscribers, his name is Best at Star Trek on here. I won't put it out on the internet for that. But he's like, oh, you need to get, mandala, blah, blah, blah. And he told me mandala stones, I'm pretty sure when I look back at the text. And then I got this. And he's like, you got the wrong one. So then a month ago, I told him I got this and I liked it. And he's like, no, that's the wrong one. Then a month ago, he's like, you really need mandala. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You need to get that. And I'm like, I got that. You told me I got the wrong one. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I got the wrong. You told me to get mandala stones. Oh no, I meant mandala. And I'm like, so I gave him a hard time for that one.
So Mandala Stones is a game.
Yep. So, but this is the one he actually did end up meaning.
I think I've never played Mandala Stones.
And I guess there's another mandala that's just out.
Oh,
that he just texted me.
I think you might like Mandala Stones. I don't think it would top our list. But
I don't think it's better than this.
No. So. But I think having read enough about it, the mechanics, the puzzle in it, I think maybe we would like it.
Yeah.
But
we really like this game. This
has replaced, for the most part, another game that Brad and I played a lot of. The two of us, also pretty evenly matched.
This is our go-to 2-player game. You might say this again.
Yeah, this is. It's so much fun. If you've never played it, pick it up. It seems like it's expensive. I didn't buy it, but we've talked about it, and I've actually looked at buying it for myself because I like it that much to have my own copy. It is worth the cost.
Yeah, it's got like a cloth board, and I don't know. It's
just cards.
I would say for the price, it does seem expensive, but once you play it, and like anything, if you like it, you're gonna be like, it was worth it. I was glad I finally just pulled the trigger.
You could actually probably, because it is just a small stack of cards, and then the cloth. You could probably do without the cloth if you knew enough how everything fit. This would travel.
You could throw this in a backpack, as suitcase.
I mean,
anything.
Really, cloth. We don't need these. Well, we do sometimes need those. Not really. And that's it. Yeah. That's all you need. Yeah. It would travel well.
Absolutely.
I want to play. You want to play right now?
Yeah.
You guys want to watch?
We play this after all our videos, essentially. When we're done, they're like, I want to play Mandala again.
Yeah, I got to go to work. Oh, one more
time. So, what did Mandala place at?
27.
Hive.
Oh.
Hive's at 27. So, this was the game that me and Toph would always play. And this is really good. I have played this online. I don't like the pill bug, I think, is the only thing I don't, and I don't have that in this. You have to actually buy the pill bug separately, but that's like how everybody plays online. So I don't play it online because of that.
I have the pill bug.
Do you?
I do.
Okay. But that one's the only, I don't like it really feels like it changes the game a lot, in my opinion. So that's the one I don't like. I like, mosquito and the ladybug and.
Well, the mosquito's not an expansion. Ladybug was an expansion. Pillbug's an expansion, and
something else.
I can see it. I just don't remember what it's called.
Anyway, so Hive is we've played it 40, 50 times. It's a travel with you 2-player abstract fun puzzle.
And I've thought about getting the pocket sized, which isn't that much smaller, but I've thought about getting it just to be able to take places when I travel, or throw it in a bag and, teach somebody at work, something like that. I went on a limb and bought it used, and then ended up getting the expansions. But before I got the expansions, Brad bought the really cool looking version of it, which I like better than my colored version.
Yeah, when I saw that there was a black and white version, I'm like, I like that better.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And his came with expansions. I had to buy them separate, but.
So Hive has been up to number 10 on my list when we were really playing it, and it has dropped to number 27.
Hive would probably be higher on my list if it wasn't for like Mandala and some of the other things that we've started playing a little bit more frequently.
Well, I haven't talked about the other ones yet.
Yeah. We might. We'll see.
So, number 27, Hive.
Yes. So number 26 is a game that I am so thankful also made Brad's list. It's a little bit higher up in the list. And it is something I enjoy a lot solo. It is Elder Sign.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see a lot of Cthulhu from this point forward. I really like this game. I played it on the phone app. I liked it there. I know some love the app, some hate the app. The
I like this a
actual,
lot better.
the actual physical game is so much better, I think. It's just the presence is nice. Table presence is nice. You are playing through these cards. You get a little bit more of an ability to see really what's going on as opposed to the app. You're kind of like, what was in that door? You got to click on it and go back and forth and all that. Also, you can kind of change characters as long as somebody else is in the game still alive.
Yeah.
You can get a new character to be able to play. So that
I
helps.
think that's what I like the best about this version is like you die and you're not out.
Yeah.
And continue to kind of play.
If I play single-handed, sometimes I will go ahead and allow myself to come back as another player. Sometimes I won't. I'll just go for as hard as I can to make it through. The expansions are fun. I don't have all of the expansions, but they will take you out of the museum. So the base game is plenty enough, I think, for
Can you
most
still
people.
get this, or is this out of print?
Oh no, you can get it. Yeah,
Okay.
at least I've seen it online places and stuff. And there's still you can still find the expansions. I don't have all of them. I've got somewhat would say like the critical ones. So some of them are just story driven. So some of it is you get an expansion and it's really like a location and a deck of cards that go with that location to kind of play through that story, almost like buying a whole new set of Arkham Horror Living card games or something like that. And then some of them will add into the base game. Like I will never not play with the blessed and cursed dice. I will never not play with, some of these conditions that you can get. Some, if you get injured in certain ways, you might get something, or you interact with the wrong type of creature, it might hurt you in a way and give you a condition. And it makes the game a little bit more challenging. So it's not in the base game to necessarily play some of these things, but I think you've played it enough that we need to play. I think we've played Blessing Curse Dice, but I think we need to maybe play some of the other ones, and then getting out into the streets of Arkham and different ways portals work. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's a nice end of the night game as well.
Or the whole night.
Yeah, you can do both, but
Yeah.
with this one you can do both. Like
Yeah.
we played it after we had played a game last time, and like it was a fun. You don't have to think so hard.
Yeah.
And you can just enjoy, and be like, or I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to get the dice.
I definitely put a lot less stress in this than I do Arkham Horror Living card game. Like with that one, it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna win. Like I've got to do anything I can. And with this one, yes, I always want to, but it's definitely I'm a lot more willing to go and fight big bad monsters.
Or you might push your
early
luck
on.
a little bit more, try
Yeah.
to roll the dice and see if you can just make it happen.
Yeah. Maybe not hoard all of my spell slots, so I just use them. Just go for it. So
That's your number what?
that's my number 26, Elder Sign.
So my number 26 is, I think this is my highest, it should be, and my favorite polyomino.
Oh, I have a guess. Is it? Yep.
Planet Unknown. So I'm not a big fan of polyominoes, but I really enjoy this game, and there's a few things about it. I like simultaneous play. Anytime a game does that, I am probably a lot more biased to like the game. It would have to be horrible for me not to like. Space Base is a good example. I get to do something on everybody's turn. Yay. This has that, and then you have tech tracks, which for some reason I like those. I think that's something people like. As you move up track, you unlock something or you do something else. And then on those tracks, that can also let you get, some other cards that also tech around. That could give you points or give you an extra ability or something. But you don't have to go for those, right? You pick the way you want to play the game, and you can play the game kind of like Castles of Burgundy. Everybody can have the same map, or you can just randomly, everybody gets a different map. And then like, even on top of that, they have the same corporation where everybody has the same tech tracks and the same special, or you can flip it and then everybody has a different corporation and a different, and then you can even on top of that throw in like catastrophes where it plays from like beginner all the way up to all this cool stuff and how you want to play. And a lot of times I think There's so much in games that like a calculator. I'm never going to use all those aspects. For whatever reason, all this stuff hits home with me because I'm like, oh, I want to play it a little bit harder now. Oh, let's try asymmetric. Oh, and it's polyomino. And the polyomino kind of is like, and it's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I like how the polyominoes and the puzzle on that triggers each other and allows you to go up those tech tracks. So Planet Unknown, I think Adam did a great job.
Yeah. It's what are you looking?
Ryan
Lohman. Yeah, is the designer.
I said Adam, but
well,
Adam Apple Games and Adam Rayberg also.
Sorry for butchering your name.
Yep, helped or assisted or co-designed this with Ryan Lambert, but yeah.
I said Lohman. Ryan Lambert.
Yeah.
Yeah, great game. I love when a game scales to complexity.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I mean, it accessibility, but also even sometimes we just want to play the same map,
mm-hmm.
And that's okay. You don't have to always play harder and harder and harder. It's not Legacy.
Right.
I love it. I do.
Great game. Highly recommend it.
As he throws the box away.
I had to throw it in a nice place.
The only thing I will complain about that game, which has been fixed now,
they have a cover for the rondelle. Yeah. When you turn it up, all the pieces go
everywhere. But they do have the cover now, so that's nice.
I'm still waiting on it.
I was gonna say that was with an expansion too, wasn't it? Kickstarter.
There's an expansion. Yeah, they did a second printing Kickstarter with an expansion, and the expansion came with a lid for the rondelle, and you could buy the base game again.
Nice, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good game, definitely worth.
Number 26, Planet Unknown.
Number 25, Hive.
We talked about it.
We did. Thanks. I was gonna ask if you wanted to play, but
they don't want to see us play. They don't want to see you lose. 50-50.
We are almost.
But
50-50.
I think I'm 55-45 now.
I don't know about that. We might need to go look at stats. I don't think that's the case.
I think the last few times because I've played it more than you now.
You have. Well, you played it with your boys. Do you play that online?
I played it a couple times online, but like I said, everybody wants to play with the pill bug, and I don't like the pill bug.
That's what you said. Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's right.
But yeah. So we're down to my number 25.
Yes.
So Derek has this game. First time we played it, it was weird, right? And then I wanted to play it more, so I started playing it on BGA, and then now it's one of my favorite games, and I really, really like it. And play it with a couple people online, and you weren't there when we played it.
Okay.
And it's Carnegie.
Oh, I want to play this so bad.
It's a great Euro. Like, I really like it, and it's unique, and it has different ways I just really, really like it. And how I don't have it.
Oh, okay. Never
mind. You missed that part that I said is Derek owns it.
Well, no, I knew Derek owned it, but I thought you have Gutenberg. He also owns that.
I bought that though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. Or did you buy it from him?
Nope.
No, that's what I meant. You have that one. I was thinking it was Carnegie that you had, and then you borrowed from him. Yeah.
No, he's got the deluxe. I think if he ever wants to get rid of it, I'll buy it. But it's a really good game.
Carnegie.
It is. Yeah. It's a solid Euro. I really enjoy it.
I think I would like it a lot.
Yeah, it's number 25 for a reason.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it.
I need to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to play it. Awesome. We on to my 24?
Yes.
My 24. Let's stick with some Euros.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because I might like Euros. Orléans. Orléans, it was I knew we would like it. At least I knew I would like it when I bought it. I had seen enough playthrough and reviews on it and said it's a game I would enjoy.
I wasn't sure I would like it, but I wanted to try it.
I thought you would.
Yeah, I just didn't know. And it was always expensive.
Yes.
That was the thing. Like, I never saw it on sale. It's kind of like for me, like, I never see Spirit Island on sale. Now I see it on sale all the time. But, like, it was the same with this. It was like always $75-$80. I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that much on a game I'm just not sure about.
Yeah. So TMG is not printing it now. It is not AEG's, Czech Gets Games, or Czech Game Edition.
CG.
Yeah. So they're publishing it now. So this is the old publisher, and I think CGE has done another printing of it. So it's a couple editions old, printing's old. But I lucked out, found it online, and it had 1 or 2 expansions in it. So, that's always nice too. It was a surprise. I did not know it was coming with that. So yeah, fantastic game. I I enjoy. We talked about this, so I'm not
Mhm.
going to go into a lot of it, but I enjoy multiple aspects of it, but especially building out my tableau and
Mhm.
just, pulling the pieces out of the bag, figuring out where I'm going to play them and making sure I have enough to keep playing them to clear off my board and continue to get
Mhm.
benefits and new tiles to put in my bag and, new I'm going to call everything a tile, but new tiles that give you abilities and give you things to be able to do. And it's just it's a Euro. If you like Euros, it's a great Euro. I am excited because I just bought Altiplano,
Mm.
which is also same designer
Mm.
and similar feel. A lot of people, from what I understand, say that if you enjoy Orleans, you're going to enjoy Altiplano. I'm anxious to see what the big differences between them are.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, so that's going to be coming up. I have not had a chance to read the rules. Haven't had it long enough to get to that part of the stack of games to learn the rules on. But I think with us liking this enough, I think what it does, I think it cuts out the map, which is the thing that we didn't do a whole lot of. And I could be
Mm.
way off. If I am, let me know in the comments. But I have not played it yet, so we will see how it
Cool.
plays. But fun game, Orleans number 24.
Number 24. Number 24 for me, I kind of call so just to clarify, when I call something a party game, I mean you play it's more than 4 people and it's for gamers, not necessarily like
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity or What Do You Meme
Mhm.
or Just One or things like that. So
We will
just
play those occasionally, but
yeah,
they're
but
not
just realize when I'm talking about a party game, I'm talking about a gamer's party game where it's just typically it's more than
Yeah.
4 people, and this one I like.
Yeah. If it's on my list as a party game, it's not a party game.
Long
Ooh,
shot.
This is a good one.
The dice game. So you can play up to 7 people on it. You're cheering on your horse. You can give a little bit of take back, send somebody else's horse backwards, move your horse forward. Like there's all these things about it. And then they have the asymmetry with the different horses. So like this set came, like I didn't get the Kickstarter one, but the one from Barnes and Noble has its own extra set. So there's like, you get, was it 7 horses? I don't remember how many horses are in a
I thought it was
thing.
8. For some reason, I'm
Let's
thinking
take
8.
a look. Real quick.
I don't know if that's going to show it.
Nope, it
It's
doesn't.
just the board.
But
We
anyway,
have played this game a lot.
so yeah, so you get
Yeah,
you
8.
get all these sets of cards, but like 1 through 8, yeah, 1 through 8. There's multiple sets of 1 through 8, and each one does something different, so that the horse, when you buy it, can give you a different special ability. So it's a roll and write, and I like the components. I like the once again the rules on a couple spots are a little vague. I think it could be clarified a little bit more, but I like this magnetic box. Travels well. It's kind of one of my intro games. It's a little bit more complicated than Space Base, but you can kind of get somebody into like a roll and write Hadrian's Wall with this. They kind of get used to that. Oh, I'm doing this. When I mark that off, I get a thing.
Yeah.
They get used to that aspect of it. But Long Shot the Dice game, a lot of fun. Played it a lot, and it's another one of those you can play at the beginning. You're definitely going to play it more than once.
Yeah. It's bidding. It's all kinds of stuff, but nothing overly complex.
Mm-mm.
Just enough to make it a fun,
Bunch of mini
enjoyable
games that you're trying to like make happen, and betting on the horses so that you get the most money at the end to win.
And your group will eventually start getting loud and yelling as the horses are getting close to the finish line, cheering for. And the more people,
the more
it is
people
better
you
with
play
more
with this,
people.
the more fun it is. But I've played it with 2.
Yeah, you and I have played,
I've played
just
it.
2 of us.
Yeah, I've played it with the kids individually.
And we've played full with 8.
Yeah, at any player count, this works.
Yeah,
it just does. It works very, very well because you're always moving all 8 horses. They're all in play.
Yeah, I support it.
Long Shot the Dice game.
A little nervous. I didn't think I would like in the beginning because I'm not big on horse racing. Well, mechanic wise, bidding and stuff. So I was a little nervous, and we have fun.
Yeah. So that's my number 24. Anyway, Tom Vassel's number 1. It was Ready Set Bet now. I kind of want to get that now.
Just to see.
It's not like this, but it's like you have somebody running the race and then everybody's yelling and bidding on it. So I think it's another kind of party game.
It sounds terrible, but it probably would be fun.
Probably would be fun, but you have to have a good group to try it. So
yeah.
Anyway, that's my number 24.
So let's go the opposite end of the spectrum.
Super heavy Lacerda.
My number 20. Well, not super heavy Lacerda, but moderately heavy Tashini and Luciani.
There you
Oh
go.
no, it's not. It's different designers. I completely messed that up. But Terracotta Army,
Board and Dice,
board and
our top
dice.
10 lists.
Yes, some arguments say it's not a T game. I would say it is. Different designers, but we love this game.
I like this game a lot.
Yeah, this is a lot in a game, but it flows all together well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you've got the mechanic of choosing the actions is just fun with how you can move the wheels, manipulate the wheels, put your dice, use your dice to select where. It's a lot. You know, trying to manage what actions are you going to take, how are you going to get those actions, can you get those actions, do you have resources to spend to get you where you need to go in order to be able to take the right turns. And then on top of that, it's not just that, you also have actually uncovering the Terracotta Army and where are you putting your pieces, and a little bit of, I hate to use area control, it's not really area control so much, but is pattern building and
That's
being able to use your pieces to.
Well, you're
Score you
grouping
what you
them
need.
together, and if you can group them together, you're going to get multiple points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So like
But they
an
play
area
different,
of just
too.
like one guy isn't going to score, but if you get, say you got 5 guys together, those score.
Yeah. So it is area control. Okay. So pseudo. Yeah, I forgot
It's
about
like
that
Tetris.
aspect.
Think of it like you're just trying to put as many of your guys together because you're going to get multipliers for that, and then each turn, at the end of the turn, there's a bonus, like you get victory points at the individually at each turn, and it ramps up, and that's variable.
And what's fun, I like with the actual Terracotta Army pieces is really knowing which ones do which.
Yeah,
because they all move a little different.
Yeah, there's like the horses, and they take up 3 spots, and then there's the archers, and then there's the ones that give points depending on which way they're facing, and like column and row. Like, I really, 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 really like this.
Yeah, so much fun.
And I think this is a sleeper for Board and Dice. This, I would say, is just kind of like not hit super well or, super broad, but this is an amazing game. I really, really like this game.
I wonder, and this is just me wondering, because it is such a good board and dice game. You're getting the quality, you're getting the heavyweight strategy, tactical play, all the different elements and aspects like that we're used to with them. I wonder how much of it is the designer, because the name, when you hear
it's not the
David
T game.
Tashini and Simone Luciani, you think of specific games. This is just as good.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I had Takenu higher, low, I like this better than that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and Typhon.
To let them.
So, yep. I guess
Awesome.
I gave things away.
23.
All right, 23. My 23 this could arguably be his best game, but maybe not. Feast for Odin.
Good old Uwe
Rosenberg. Great game. I don't know if I'm going to go into it too much here. We talked about it when it hit Toph's list. You don't need the Norwegian expansion. People telling me I needed the Norwegian expansion kept me from getting this for 2 years, and I finally played it at Tantrum Con last year and loved it. Couldn't buy it because it was out of print. Finally got in print maybe 9 months ago, but I own it. Derek owns it. I think Alex bought it too. This is a great game. My wife likes to play it, even though she hasn't played it often. She enjoyed the play of it. Me and you haven't played it together, but Toph was like, I like it. But I kept hearing, don't ever play it without the Norwegian expansion. And it just ruined it. And you still can't get the Norwegian expansion. If it's that important, they should be printing it. Yeah. But you don't need it.
You don't need it.
You don't need it. This is an amazing game. You may not know which places to go and not go, but you will enjoy the journey as you go.
That's the fun of it.
So this is just and there's so many ways to play this game.
Yeah. Fantastic. It was in my 50 to 41.
Mm-hmm. So Feast for Odin for me is number 23.
Yeah. Fantastic game. My number 22, Brad has played a lot more than I have. I am new to this older game, but sticking with Uwe Rosenberg, La Havre.
That's a great game too.
Yeah. This is just shining in Euro goodness. Kind of like Feast for Odin. I actually do like this better than Feast for Odin. And I think I like it that way because there's a lot more direct that I can see on the map in terms of the planning. It is less of the worker placement and then a random set of actions to get a point. This is much more strategic, much more thought planning
Which is
in
kind of funny
the
when
plans.
you hear yourself say those words.
Yeah, I know, but this is such a good game. I mean, it's fantastic. I did not expect to like it as much as I did at all.
It's a great game. It's not on my top 100 only because I played it back on the app. I played it a lot, like 7 some years ago, and it's a great game. I would happily play it. I think I'd have to relearn it, ish, but that's the only reason it's not on my list is just because I've played it. I went through my cycle of it.
And games do that; they come and go. So.
Mhm.
I was excited. I didn't know that he had played it, and I was like, "I got this new game. I'm so excited about it." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I played it a lot." I'm like, "Oh, thanks, thanks."
But I only played the digital version.
Yeah, it's fun. It's older, but look for it. It's still good.
Yep.
So that's 22. Le Havre.
Mine 22. We've already talked about. This must be the set of 10 where our 2-player games came out. So Hive was in here for me, but I like this better than Hive right now. What will that be next year, and what 2-player game is going to like rise to the top, and versus this and Hive? But both are really good games if you're looking for a 2-player game. Like Seven Wonders Duel used to be up here. I think you're probably going to see these rise and drop depending on what we're really into. But we do like these games quite a bit.
Yeah. It's the length of games sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's also the complexity of it. We play a lot of heavyweight games, but sometimes we want that medium, sometimes lightweight games.
But there's a lot to this game. There's a lot of game to this game.
Yes, and it's short, which means we can sit down because we do play a lot of these smaller games after filming, or well, back when I had a life and we would play games outside of just
right before you go to work.
Yeah, like today, like a Saturday, and I'm gonna go to work, and hey, we've got some time. Let's play.
Yep.
Let's play. So we love them. Keep recommending them to us, please.
So Mandala, very good game. Now my number 22. My number 22.
Awesome. My number 21, one of you guys have at the moment, and that is a Lacerda Bot Factory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like this game. So Brad picked up Bot Factory.
Yeah, I kickstarted it because it wasn't really doing great, but I liked the cutesy little robots. I liked it was Lacerda light. I'm like, oh great, we'll be able to do some of the Lacerda actions, and won't be a 2.5 hour game.
Yeah,
and it is. It literally is like within an hour, you're gonna get the meat and potatoes of a Lacerda game in a cute, fun form factor.
Yeah.
And then I get smoked by Toph.
Yes, you really did. You did.
I did.
You did.
Every time. Yeah. It was not even
which is...
Or I could see it, and then like he would like grab it, before I could, or get the robot, or move the wheel, or something. Like it was always like I was a step behind.
Yeah, some of that might have been me actually noticing it, and some of it was not. Yeah. Some of it was just my favorite luck. So. It's funny because when we play... what do you call it? I'm looking at it. It's behind the box.
Oh,
I can see
Kanban?
It. Kanban. We are very close.
Yeah.
And then when we play a game that's largely designed off of Kanban, Brad didn't do well. Actually, you did well. I just did so much better.
I'd say I did medium, but I enjoyed the play.
Yeah.
It was, but the wheel, it was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, we won't go into it. This is a long video already. The next one has dropped over 10 places in the last couple of years. Still a great game. I've played it a ton. Got a little burnt out on it, I would say, but still a great game. Toph absolutely loves this game.
Oh, great. Okay. Never mind. I don't probably. Oh, God. No, I don't.
This does not click with Toph.
And you're curious that you like tech trees.
Yes.
That is this game.
Yes, this is tech tree. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I like this. I don't like Terra Mystica. I got Terra Nova to see if he would like that because it's a simpler version of this mechanic. Derek has the Age of Innovations, which somebody said kind of merges Terra Mystica and this in a good way. So I'm interested to try that. But playing this solo, this is on my top 10 solo games as well, but I play it on BGA to play it solo, and I enjoy it that way. I also enjoy playing it online because it allows you to then learn. There's so much here. There's so many races. The way the board's laid out, there's just so much. Playing it online allows you to try all those different things. And I've got well over 40 plays on this now.
Yeah, you've played a lot of it.
But I did get a bit burnt out, but at the same time I'm like, this is a great game.
Yeah.
I really, really like this game.
I want to like it. It is a great game. I will say it's a great game, and I will say that I somewhat enjoyed it. It just did not click. It's just
you weren't getting the chains.
I wasn't seeing it. It wasn't just I wasn't getting them. I was not seeing what to do and where to go, and it's not.
Yeah, and some people just I'll get destroyed at it, right? I'm a very mid player. I can get to the 100 and so forth, but there's a lot of times I don't. I can get to 80. It's kind of like Barrage. You see these people get like 200 points, and I'm floating around plus or minus 100. It's like, I just can't get there.
Barrage, such a good game too.
But I like the play.
But yeah, so. I want to, and at some point maybe I will. I do want to play try Terra Mystica. I want to try Terra Nova. I guess now we need to try, what do you call it? But I do want to give it a game, or give it a try. I just literally, an hour ago said, we got to play this game.
Exactly. So that's my number 21 and the end of this video. Finally made it here.
So hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do so. And honestly, tell us what you think. Tell us what games are on your lists, what we hit or what we missed on, or what we should be playing instead.
And just remember, no matter how you play, whether you play solo, with family, or friends,
enjoy whatever games you are bringing to the table.
Have a great night.